this, get that. Hold on. Oh, this might be live on fucking Twitch. Alright, we'll do it like that then. Fucking go to Twitch right quick. Go to Twitch. On my channel. Alright. No, hold on. Alright, we live.
Alright.
Okay, there you go. Alright. Hey, we live, y'all. It's your main man, Drama Man, coming to y'all with the week 3 post-game drama. On the line with me, I have the coach of the Tennessee Titans, Bubba. Coach Bubba, what's up, man? What's going on with you? What you want to say to the people?
What's going on? Happy off a big W.
Yes. I brought you on here, of course, because post-game drama is a little series we got running in the Premier Madden League. It's the number 1 league on PlayStation 4, you know what I'm saying, sponsored by Sports Gamers Online. Top competition, you know what I'm saying, in Madden 21 in terms of connected franchise. We're in year 2, week 3. You know, you coming in off of, I believe you took a loss week 1, bounced back week 2, or am I getting those confused? No, you had a win week 1. Let me see something. Let's go to see the Titans.
Chargers week 1.
Titans had a win. Chargers week 1. Had a tough loss in the division to the Jaguars week 2. And you bounced back week 3. Another divisional opponent, but you made a move prior to this game, which I definitely would like to talk to you about. I definitely think it, added a new dynamic to your offense. What was the move that you made this week in PML that changed the look to your team?
Mr. Discount double check himself, Aaron Rodgers. It's been the works for a while since last year, but we couldn't get it done until week 3 because of different problems. But he's on the Titans now, and he definitely, like you said, he has a different dynamic to the team.
All right, so you went and traded for Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Discount double check himself. You went and you sent to the Green Bay Packers, you sent Adam Humphries, Rashaan Evans, and Rudy Ford, and in return, you got Aaron Rodgers, right? Now, I believe you told me there was something about 2 second-round picks. I don't see them showing up in the transactions log. Is that also part of the deal?
Yeah, it's gonna be probably a little while back before that because, like I said, some of the problems with the trade, we had some issues with the cap and the roster size and all that crap earlier, so we needed some assistance from JT. So if you look at the transaction, I'm sure it's there a little earlier.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, so you had the second round picks. You sent him this year's second round and next year's second round.
Yep.
And you had to make some room for your cap. And you were able to secure Aaron Rodgers. You sent Adam Humphries, Rashaan Evans, and Rudy Ford. You were able to sign back Patrick on Wasser, who's a middle linebacker. So it wasn't too much for you to lose Rashaan Evans. I'm assuming Adam Humphries, was a casualty, but that too much, didn't have too much of an effect on your team because as we'll go and look at the stats from this week's game, Adam Humphries' position was quickly filled by the speedster Khalif Raymond, right? I believe that's his name.
I don't know if Humphries had a single catch last season. He wasn't really used. The only reason he was really in that trade was in order for me to free enough cap for A-Rod.
So Humphries was more or less a cap casualty, and you were able to bring in Aaron Rodgers to replace, Ryan Tannehill. You were clearly unhappy with Ryan Tannehill's contributions to the team and what he was, being able to do functioning as a quarterback. A lot of teams have been packing the box against you with Derrick Henry, but you go and you grab Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers finishes the game with a perfect 158.3 passer rating, 329 yards, 5 touchdowns, 16 of 19 completion percentage. Just an amazing game from Aaron Rodgers. I know I can imagine how you feel. I know you feel great But what exactly do you feel Aaron Rodgers adds to your offense, competing in the difficult AFC South division?
I mean, you really hit on the head, honestly. Especially these last couple of weeks, teams just like the Chargers, especially. You go back and watch that Chargers game. I couldn't do nothing on offense. He just put 10 dudes in the box, and I got Derrick Henry and Noodle on Tannehill can't throw no one. So I somehow got through there with a win just because Derrick Henry, he just carried me. But with Aaron Rodgers, it definitely spreads the field out. We're not going to be able to load the 10 dudes in the box no more. Because I can air it out. Especially said Raymond can stretch the field for me. And A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, they're not crazy speedsters, but they got enough speed to contribute. And then Johnny Smith and even Demetrius Harris at tight end, they both got some speed. I can stretch the field a lot more now. And Aaron Rodgers, that's the best thing with Aaron Rodgers is he's good. Like I saw you comment about all the drags. I can be a pocket passer with him, but he also has stuff like the dash and dead eye. So if I need to move, I'm gonna have good passes. Like it just really creates more options for my offense, which is already very good with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mean, you have an amazing versatility now to your offense. I'm just looking at some of Aaron Rodgers' abilities. He has the gambler ability, which the best quarterbacks learn to take calculated risk. They enter the zone. They can't be intercepted by AI defenders and have increased throw speed. Dash and dead eye, which allows him on all throws under 40 yards while running out of the pocket. They are perfect accuracy. He has pass lead elite, which gives him increased throw power on bullet passes. Roaming dead eye, which means he has perfect accuracy on all unpressured throws while his feet are set outside the pocket. And he has gunslinger, which makes him faster passing animations and increased velocity on bullet passes. I cannot believe that this guy was even available. Aaron Rodgers was sitting on the bench in Green Bay behind Jordan Love. You went and made a hell of a move by going and snagging him up. Just an amazing, general management move. So you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Derrick Henry, and that offense really is going to put a lot of pressure on everyone in your division now, particularly speaking about the Houston Texans. This is the team that won the division last season. This is also the guy that beat you in the playoffs, I believe. It was a tight game, but he beat you in the playoffs as well.
He beat me in the playoffs, but I did end up winning the division week 17.
Okay, so you won the division, but he beat you in the playoffs. Okay.
Yep.
So this is a matchup of, the top two teams in the AFC South from last season. Offensive side, we know what you were able to do on offense. Was there anything in particular that you saw on defense which allowed you to really shut this offense down? Deshaun Watson had no touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He was 17 for 31. It really looked like you just had him shut down. I don't know if you want to give away, anything in particular, but is there something that you were looking for that he showed you, or was there a certain way that you came into this game knowing you were going to have to play in order to shut them down?
I mean, definitely playing Fallen 3 times last year, and I played him in the past. He's been in the league for a couple years now too. So after a while, you start to pick up because of his tendencies, how you try to play, of course. So I kind of knew what to expect coming in. It's an air raid offense, but he did throw a little wrinkle in there with I think it's Hawkins. I knew he was having a couple good games. I hadn't watched enough film to really key in what he was doing, like play call wise, but he gave me a couple problems. But honestly, my game plan coming in is if I can slow down Deshaun Watson and that passing offense, I can live with Hawkins and Duke Johnson running the ball on me.
I got you.
Especially once he starts turning the ball over. That's where my defense plays better and his offense plays better.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like, you caused the 6 turnovers with the interceptions, but also your defense was playing lights out. It looked like every other tackle was a hit stick. One time he did scramble with Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. Jaylen Brown put a hit stick on him and he fumbled the ball. You guys are just all over the field, hitting and flying around. The secondary was especially impressive. You had Dane Cruikshank, who I believe you were using. You had Kevin Byard, who was just covering deep, and you had another interception with Jayon Brown. Does the offensive attack that you have now give you a little bit more freedom to play aggressively on defense? I mean, because you definitely have a solid front seven. You know, even with the trade of Rashaan Evans, you definitely got solid guys who can cover on the back end. How does having a passing the ability to pass on offense, what kind of freedom does that give you to be aggressive on defense?
Yeah, I think last year I struggled on defense at times. I would cause turnovers, but I just bled yards the whole game. So I kind of tried to adjust defense free agency this year, and I did it in the draft too. Just add a lot more speed, and even with the loss of Rashaan Evans, who and fourth for that matter, who was 93 speed, so he was solid speed wise. I feel like I got a lot more depth, and overall just better on defense this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like once I do go up a couple scores, offense doesn't get stagnant early. It's a lot easier for pass rushers to pin their ears down, and I can play a lot looser. As in, like my users can give up a little bit because I know that they're passing the ball.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at your team. You definitely made some moves in the offseason, picking some guys up. Looks like I'm not sure if Marcel Darius or Mike Daniels was an offseason pickup. I do know that Carlos Dunlap was a pickup you made. You got him really cheap in free agency.
All three of those guys I got on, I think, minimum deals.
All three of these guys, minimum deals. Marcel Darius, Mike Daniels, Carlos Dunlap. At the linebacker position, you have young Harold Landry, you have Jayon Brown, Patrick Onwuasa, you have Jadeveon Clowney. At the cornerback position, you got Adoree Jackson, who is a superstar X Factor, I believe. He has a universal coverage. And he was, lights out, flying around everywhere. He has medium route KO as well. You got Christian Fulton, who's in his second year. Kerry Vincent Jr., who you drafted from LSU. You got Andre Cisco, who's a safety from Syracuse, 92 speed. Benjamin St. Juste from Minnesota, who's 92 speed. So you definitely have a solid defense, man. I mean, there's no weaknesses on the defensive end. And now with the addition of Aaron Rodgers, once again, there's really no weaknesses on the offensive side of the ball. In the AFC South, it's a very competitive division, but also you guys are playing against two tough divisions this season, I believe, in the AFC East, and you guys are playing against the NFC West. So those are somewhat easy games, but it's definitely big for you to hold court in your division, getting a win over the Texans. You got the Cardinals next week. You got the Texans, Patriots, Jags, Jets and Seahawks. So it's definitely a tough few games. So how do you feel about your team going forward, and where do you project yourself to be at the end of the season?
I definitely hate to lose that game early in the season, especially the division game. But especially with A-Rod now, I feel a lot better going into some of these games. Like a game like the Patriots. Before, I want to count myself out. I don't want to count myself out any games, but I definitely wouldn't like that matchup as much because defensively, if you look at his team, like crazy speed on the back end, he was doing the same thing like a Chargers team tried to do, and Jags team did pretty successfully, just load the box up on me. So I definitely give a lot more flexibility for games like that.
Hey, Bubba, I think we lost your audio, Bubba. We're not hearing you right now. All right, you back now. Yeah, you're back now.
My bad. But yeah, like some of the big games like Texans, Patriots, Jags again. Those before the bye, that's gonna be three big games that I gotta win. At least I gotta win. I'll give myself one loss instead of like a bitch, but I'll give myself one loss because I lost 4 last season. I'll give myself a couple, but after the bye, I don't got any room for some losses. The Dolphins are going to be a tough game. Colts twice, Ravens, Bills even. All tough games, a couple division games. So we got work cut out for us, but I feel a lot better going forward the way the team's looking.
All right, all right. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you coming on here and hollering at me. It definitely was a very entertaining game that you guys, had. You come out with the huge victory, 51-15. Again, the Tennessee Titans have added Aaron Rodgers to the roster. Aaron Rodgers against divisional rival Houston Texans ended the game with a perfect passer rating of 158.3, 5 touchdowns, 16 of 19 throwing the ball, 329 yards. Khalif Raymond, the third wide receiver on the depth chart, ended with 5 catches, 156 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's definitely a guy who will be picked up in the waiver wire for the PML fantasy. Demetrius Harris, the Titans defense may be a defense to be picked up in the fantasy draft waiver wire. Dane Cruikshank, Kevin Byard, Jayon Brown. You're definitely in a position to after this game, you may have a dev story for Khalif Raymond and maybe a dev story for Dane Cruikshank and playing against the Arizona Cardinals next week. They run a option heavy offense. You may be able to have some chances to get some interceptions and make some plays on defense to get Cruikshank his dev story. You'll have some opportunities definitely against that Cardinals secondary to get Khalif Raymond free. And if you add a wide receiver with some abilities to that team that you have, is gonna just be even more dangerous, even more potent on the offensive end. So things are looking up for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a very ballsy, gutsy move to make, pulling the trigger to get Aaron Rodgers. But it's definitely paid off with this game, and hopefully it'll project well for you going to the future.
Yeah, this division is definitely okay, Bob. So we need all the help we get.
For sure, for sure. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on and hollering at me. Is there anything that you want to say to the people before I let you get out of here?
I don't thank you. Thanks for having me on. I see the Steelers been balling out too, so you got your own thing going over there. We're gonna see each other pretty soon. Eventually in the playoffs, I had to guess.
Yeah, actually, man, listen, I don't even want to speak about my team, but the general management in the PML has definitely been heavy this cycle. All the guys who went out and made trades, made some moves. For some of us, it's worked out wonderfully. For others, it's kind of questionable. I definitely think the moves you made is not questionable at all. The moves that I made, I don't know if anybody's questioning them, but it's definitely paying off. My defense is stellar. I've only allowed 78 rushing yards in 3 games. In the 3 games, I went up against top rushers in the league. I went up against Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, and we held your boy Taylor at the Colts. We held him to about 34 yards. So definitely feeling good about my team. You know what I mean? The way things are looking, I'm 3-0. I don't know when or if, I'll be taking a loss anytime soon. So definitely looking forward to maybe matching up with you in the playoffs, man. Let's hope we both get there.
Hell yeah. Good luck this season, and thank you for having me on.
All right, I appreciate you, man. I'll holler at you. All right, y'all. This is post-game drama. That was Bubba, the coach of the Tennessee Titans, fresh off his victory with the Houston Texans. With PML football, it's top-notch football being played in Madden. This is the best of the best with the best of the best coaching and on the sticks. And that's it. We'll holler at y'all. I'll see y'all next week for post-game drama, where we'll sit down with the winner of the game of the week. Coming at you all shortly. Hopefully, we'll be broadcasting the game between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. That will be on orchestrating the drama for week 3. And that's about it, man. It's your main man, Drama Man. I'll holler at y'all. Salute to the Gaming Wild Black Squad. Salute to Premier Madden League. Salute to Sports Gamers Online. I'll holler at y'all.